So recently, Trinity was in an interview and she said this about you. The one person I look forward to being in the ring with is Mickie James. We never really got to go and we never touched or been in the ring in the WWE, but we never got an angle or a real feud or anything like that. Now, how do you respond to this? Because clearly she is saying, like, yeah, we were in the ring a couple times here and there, but we never had an angle. We never had a storyline. And it seems
We
that she
never had a
wants
singles
this.
match.
So,
We never even had a singles match.
oh,
We've had tag matches, 8 girl extravaganza, 10 girl, different things like that. But we've never had a one-on-one match, Trinity and I. We've been on the same team. I'm like, have we been on opposing teams even? A lot of times it was like we were on 2 different shows, or
right.
so we'd only see each other for the pay-per-views and stuff like that. But
Clearly
like I
she
said,
wants you one-on-one, though. Clearly she wants
I
this
want
one-on-one
her
match.
one-on-one. I want this one-on-one match too. When I think I meant what I said. Like I feeling good for a while, but I've also been sat back, and I've really truly been enjoying her run as champion. I've really truly, as a sister, and as a friend, have really been loving all of these moments and seeing her get this opportunity and doing exactly what I knew she would do, and that's shine. And it's beautiful to see. And so even though it was one of kind of my apprehensions of like just coming back anyway, I'm like, I really want her to have all of these opportunities. But now I look at it and I go like, she's ran through a lot of that locker room. She's ran through pretty much the entirety of that locker room now since she's been there in this short time, and really dominated. Obviously, there's other women that are back, and that are coming back. So I'm sure that they want an opportunity at the championship too. But I must remind her and the company that I never lost that championship. I never did. I was forced to relinquish it. And I understood that, and I did that. And now that I've sat back and I feel like, okay, maybe she's running out of competition. Maybe it's time for a match that both of us want. I feel like that the people want and that we've never seen before. And if I'm going to say, okay, if I'm going to test myself and go after it again, like I, as in anyone who is a wrestler and is walking into a wrestling, you know, television show or television company, if you're not vying to be champion, then what are you doing? Right.
I agree.
And I like being champion. It feels good on me, and I enjoy it. I love seeing my friend shine, but I think I've like sat back and watched her glow this whole time. And I was getting a little antsy. And first, dipping my toes in at Impact 1000 and just being there for all of that. That was super, super special. But again, Memphis is not too far from home. We literally drive there. And I was like, oh, definitely want to show up there and just maybe see what's in
Well,
store for hardcore country. But I also think like, oh God, Trin and I, if we were tag team champions, could rule the world. So there's so many things that we can do.
the 2 women power trip. I like it so much. We could get that going. Collect all the gold. Just collect all the gold in Impact
All of
Wrestling.
the gold. Well, some of it's silver, actually. It's not
That's
really.
true. Well, I have to bite it. Is there chocolate inside sometimes? I'm not sure. But,
Yeah.
to remind the world, October 21st, Bound for Glory is coming up, the biggest event of the year for Impact Wrestling. So,
Show of
Mickie
Impact
James
Wrestling.
versus Trinity, it sounds pretty good to me.
Sounds like a headliner, is what it sounds like to me.
Sounds
You know
like a
what
main
it
event.
sounds like? Money.
And
Boom.
it is the wrestling business, so
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
that. But
Was
speaking
that
of business, though, there is a 2-night Mid-South Mayhem coming up September 22nd and 23rd. Impact Wrestling is coming to your town. Now, what can fans expect when they attend an Impact Wrestling event? Because I've been to so many wrestling events across the world, and every time I go to Impact, though, there's this buzz, this feeling of like us against the world, but yet it is a great, great company that is doing amazing business.
It's always been a great company that's been doing amazing business. I think that Impact, honestly, in my opinion, is one of the best wrestling shows on television, in my opinion. I mean, and I know that people like, oh, favoritism or whatever. No, I'm a storyteller, and I love telling stories, and I love um, telling stories not only in the ring, but like to get to that moment in the ring of why you are having this match in the first place, right? And I think that a lot of companies do a great job, but Impact does a real great job in investing in their stories and investing in their talent. Um, so it's not just like throwing stuff together, like throwing matches together, or throwing someone out there and saying, okay, sink or swim, let's see what happens, to really get people invested in them. But also our live events and our shows and our TVs are so fun because there's not just the show, obviously, and the opportunity to see all of your favorite superstars perform in these different types of matches. The women get different opportunities, knockouts get different opportunities that you may not see elsewhere. But there's a lot of other fun things that we do that we love to give back to the fans, whether it's like you might meet and greet someone before the show or after the show. Is often something that they don't really do that at other companies, and we do that to kind of give fans an opportunity to maybe meet their favorite and take a picture or something like that. And I think it's really fun for us because we can get a genuine gauge from the audience directly before and after the show of like, what's working, what's not working, or if you feel like you need to switch something up. Like the fans will let you know directly or indirectly. I always hope for the indirect, just FYI.